Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Afropop E, bringing you the latest and freshest news in the African music scene. So recently, Joe Budden went on his little podcast and was ranting and complaining about Tyla. And this has caused so much uproar online because people cannot believe what he's saying. But who is surprised? Joe Budden kind of likes using the shock factor in his podcasts, and he was really enraged over Tyla, and it's quite crazy considering that Joe is almost 50 years old and Tyla could very well be his daughter, yet that young girl is over there making him so angry. He was particularly pissed about Tyla not dancing on Usher. Like, bro, are you fucking kidding me right now? He was so angry. Yo, I'm going to attach a bit of the podcast so that you can hear what he had to say. But luckily, his team was not having it. And they checked him and told him he was being outrageous. Please listen to this podcast and let me know what you think in the comment section below.
Gives off entitled or uppity African. I don't know how to explain it, but it's very off-putting, and it's almost like she expects people to just fall to her feet. That is Armand Wiggins, who I fuck with a lot. Shout out to him. If you don't know him, Google him yourself. But I felt like this before the VMAs, by the way, because she popped up at the Barclays in support of Usher.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I saw that.
Oh, and when Usher attempted to do his showmanship dance while her record is playing, come on, we in front of 20,000 people, let's get in our bag. She dubbed him.
She did. Mm-hmm.
They say there's a reason for it.
I don't give a fuck what the reason is.
The reason is that she's got a man.
I don't give a fuck about your man.
Okay, so the reason
I'm not out of line. You on this stage. Usher got a girl.
Okay,
so what,
true.
Nigga?
Well,
everybody parameters is different.
Yeah.
And he was coming up behind her, trying to whine on her.
Y'all preach your ideals somewhere else. We in front of 20,000 people right now.
So you saying somebody should go
Your
get some
album
morals
came out. I'm telling you what I'm saying. Don't step on what I'm saying. I'm telling you what I'm saying.
That sounds dumb.
I'm telling you what I'm saying. Your album came out ages ago. There's mad money being spent on putting you where you need to be seen properly. Usher Raymond does not have to bring your little new artist ass on stage. He don't.
She was in the crowd. She was in the crowd.
I don't give a fuck where she was. Tell that shit to your group chat. Once you hit the stage and you are a performer and your song is on and a legend is trying to highlight you, there is a way to do that do-si-do shit that she did. She did it in a way that looked real nasty, and I thought this before the VMAs.
Didn't we violate Keke Palmer for playing into that nigga?
Hold on, Joe. She was in the crowd.
She never brought her on stage.
The crowd and tried to dance.
She never brought her on stage.
She was not on stage.
Yeah.
He came to her.
He went to her in the crowd.
Tried to dance with her in the crowd.
I hate talking music with non-music people. Ice, so you think that was by chance? You think that was an accident?
No, he spotted her in the crowd and went to her in the crowd.
So you think that was coincidence?
No, they knew. She was in the crowd.
Do you think that
just like with Mel, just like Lucky did with Mel?
Exactly. So do you think that was a surprise to Tyla? Is my question.
That Usher was going to come over there and dance with her? No.
So why the fuck you telling me where she was at?
Because you're saying you brought her on stage to dance.
Great. I don't care where she was at. The show was going on, and she dubbed him in a way that looked like,
It was I'll dance, but not that. Respectfully,
it gave "Don't Touch Me, Nigga" is what it gave.
So hold on, wait.
I got a nigga, and he might.
It gave "Don't Touch Me, Nigga."
It gave respect my boundaries, my nigga. That's what it gave. Some women do that.
Nigga, he wasn't gyrating on the little girl's ass.
That's what it looked like.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
You're wrong.
He tried to get behind her. She
dance
turned
closer.
and backed off.
He tried to dance closer.
And y'all eviscerated Keke Palmer for the same shit, having a man and dancing up on him.
I love to see passion from you guys. She moved long before there was any. This passion looks great. Awesome. It's beautiful on y'all. She moved long before there was a pelvic thrusting from Usher. And right after I finished talking about Tyla, we can get in there if Usher's a creep or not. I'm not mad. Hey, wait, hold up. That's fun to me.
Okay.
I think these R&B niggas is creeps. And they do. I'm not trying to invalidate what y'all saying.
You're making gumbo, bro.
No, I'm talking. I'm not trying to invalidate what they're saying. Sure. The R&B niggas be on some shit with girls that got a man and be doing shit on the stage and trying to pass it off as showmanship. Okay. They do, and maybe Usher was trying to do that.
Okay.
I'm saying before the VMAs, the way that she did that came off a way. This Armand Wiggins tweet is saying she just seems tone deaf to American culture.
That Armand Wiggins tweet sounds like some bullshit to me.
Maybe.
And
he said, I don't know this girl, but I don't like how she acts. What?
Right.
Fam.
Yo, dog, but every time you see her visibly, there is something like this. There was the Breakfast Club interview where it's like, okay, got it. There's this Usher shit. There's this when she accepted the award. Girl, stop it now. Stop. You don't know that you getting up there to accept the award. Listen, I didn't even like how she fucking put her hand on the person that was walking her to the stage. I hated that.
That's crazy.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm telling you how I felt. There's a way.
You don't like the girl, Joe.
No, there's a no.
Let's come across
the girl, Joe.
No, please, so just because y'all don't agree, don't fucking invalidate what I'm saying, and let me say what I'm saying, because I thought long and hard about what I'm saying. I've seen Taylor Swift and everybody else that get walked up there do that same move away. They all got to get walked up there. I'm not highlighting her. If you got a long dress on, somebody's walking you to the stage. There is a way to depart from that person. I'm telling you that when Tyla did that, it could look away. Let's continue it. She don't know that saying this award is too heavy and trying, carry, hold this. I'm not saying that she wasn't genuine in what she was saying. I'm saying it comes off away. Niggas are not off base for highlighting that. It came off away. And Chloe looked at her like,
Holly.
Not Chloe. Holly looked at her like, girl.
You know, this podcast is already outrageous, but the funniest thing I realized is this guy, he was just shouting and just saying, don't tell me the fuck, just using these curse words like they're going to make his point even stronger. He wasn't even trying to be realistic, reasonable. There is no logic behind what he's saying. He's just hoping that if he shouts and just speaks at the top of his lungs, I don't know, we're supposed to take him more seriously. And I think that Joe is a reflection of the American music industry, particularly the Black American music industry. They have made it so uninhabitable for women. I mean, look at what happened to Casey. Look at what has to happen to girls like Young Miami. Look at someone like Nicki Minaj. These people, it's like you're supposed to be so happy to be here that if we say get on your knees and do this and that, you should just get on your knees and do this and that. And I think this kind of debauchery, it's a good thing that they're now exposing themselves, because you're not finna treat Tyla like that just because you think now that you're an African girl and we're giving you Grammys, we're giving you all these awards. When Asha wants to grind up on you, you should be happy to let Asha grind up on you. I think if someone like Joe Budden feels that Asha is such a catch, if Joe Budden feels Asha is such a catch, then he should go and grind up on Asha himself. When this young African girl refused to dance on Asha, I'm telling you, this was the source of all the hatred that had already been culminating. So all this backlash Tyla is getting for what happened at the Grammys, this is where it started, because the Grammy situation happened almost 24 hours after this situation. So I'm imagining the Americans are like, you did not want to dance on our legend. You did not want to rub your ass on the crotch of our 50-year-old legend. How dare you? And then 24 hours from that, you're asking our little mermaid to carry your award. Who the fuck do you think you are? You know, that's where it's coming from. And I'm seeing a group of people who think that someone like Tyla should not be able to turn them down. You know, it's like, you're so lucky, you're so goddamn lucky. Have you ever seen an African here? Have you ever seen an African getting these things you're getting? So if our legend wants you to get on your knees and do this and that, you should get on your knees and do this and that. Amon Wiggins came out and said it's something about getting that respect from the best that makes it hit different. Thank you. So he was responding to Joe Budden, because in his podcast, Joe Budden reveals that he shares the same opinion with Amon Wiggins. And I think at this point, these podcasters are using Tyla, the African, for clout. Let's clock it. Amon Wiggins, Joe Budden, they can see the kind of heat that Tyla is getting. Tyla is kind of mesmerizing. Everywhere she goes, she keeps just attracting attention. At this point, I'm sure most of the attention is unwanted. And they peep that, they notice that, and they want some of that clout for themselves, but they're too proud to admit that this African, she's giving us clout. So we're not just going to like praise her or cover stories about her. We are going to get some of her clout while putting her down. And I'm not here for that. Like, clearly you want the girl's clout, just give her credit. She's an entertainer. She has star quality. You know, just give the girl her dues. So another thing I realized is that Joe Budden and so many old men in the music industry have created this environment where young girls have to like do some party favors to get ahead in their career. Sibs was saying that Joe Budden is pushing 50, gray hairs and all, talking about a 22-year-old girl being annoying. You cannot make this shit up. Tyla got old men with failed rap careers crying. He's mad that she politely moved away from a man twice her age at a concert. That's not weird to you? I mean, seriously, that's not weird to you. I feel like this is what should cause an uproar. Can you imagine Tyler giving Hailey an award caused an uproar, but Joe Budden speaking like this is not causing anything? Someone else said that this is how the likes of Diddy are able to prey on young female artists in the industry. The attitude of older men in the industry is that these young women must go with the flow and shut up after that or else. I mean, clock it. What kind of fuckery is this? I'm not trying to say that African men are like saints or anything, but at least they have the audacity and knowledge to like keep it on the low. I mean, failed artists who have turned podcasters are now just dissing this girl, and they don't even have the decency to keep such thoughts to themselves. I mean, that is not something that Joe Budden should be able to say confidently on air. And for him to be able to say it confidently on air, it reflects just how unprotected and how lowly he thinks of Tyla. He doesn't think he's going to get checked. He could never say something like this about Taylor Swift or Olivia Rodrigo or Sabrina Carpenter. These kind of things, there are specific things that are said to specific people, and I'm not here for it. Anyway, thankfully, his team checked him, and I'm happy that there are people who are here to counter the narrative. Such things only continue happening if we watch them happening and we're just quiet, or we act like it's not a big deal. This is a big deal. Someone like Joe Budden, someone with the kind of audience he has, should not be able to go online and spew such nonsense. And you can see it's just clear nonsense. He's just shouting at the top of his lungs, using curse words, thinking that makes his point more solid, or like his people kept trying to get his point, they're continuing to edge him on to see like maybe I'm not seeing where you're coming from, and he just keeps saying stupid things like bruh. At this point, Amon Wiggins and Joe Budden need Tyla for clout. These American podcasters recognize the star power that Tyla has, and they're trying to use her for clout, but they're too proud of themselves to admit that young African girl who you look down on so much, yeah, you now need her for clout. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Please let me know what you think in the comment section.